We're starting a tradition here at Campania called chats or coffees or cocktails with Campania. And I'm starting with Steve from Hill Country Water Gardens. Steve has been a customer of ours for 15 years and a good friend of mine from Texas. So for today, we're gonna drink a little Tito's.
All right.
Something made in the home state of Texas and where Steve is from, in Austin. Steve, how long have you been in the garden center business, brother?
Wow, we just finished our 24th year. Next year is our 25th spring.
Well, first let's start with that. Let's do cheers to that, brother. Cheers.
Thank you. That's very good.
Yeah, so why'd you start doing this?
I don't know. I don't know.
What were you doing before you did it?
I was an English teacher and a football coach for 10 years. I graduated from A&M with a Kines degree. When I was at A&M, I worked at a aquatic plants wholesale farm, basically. We grew water lilies like farmers grow corn, okay? And we shipped them all over the world. I knew aquatics. I thought it would work in Austin. It's kind of where we started, and here we are.
Wow. How many employees you got?
In season, we're pushing 60 probably.
Best, worst customer story.
Best, worst customer. Best customer, I walked in one day. I just happened to come in. It was on a Sunday afternoon. I usually take Sundays off, and I walk in and hey, how can I help? He goes, I need a few things, and $26,000 later, I think it's still a record actually for a retail weekend sale. Yes, and it was. That was probably the best still to date. I don't remember his name, but that's pretty good.
Let's talk a little bit about why you love what you do.
Man, it's the people for sure. Man, I learned it in COVID. I think taught a lot of people a lot of things. What it taught me is that I'm nowhere near ready to retire. I love getting up. I love going to work. I love my employees, and I don't know. I like talking to people. I like being with people. I like the thrill of selling them something. I like all those things.
I can think of a lot of Campania stories that you and I have had over the years. Steve fired me as a customer.
I did do that.
Steve, we did a great big order with Steve to start off, and we did not meet his expectations. So tell a little bit that story.
What I remember, we brought it in. It was a big order.
Big order.
It was some fountains. It was lots of things, and the one thing that I've learned is with my employees over the years is. They're going to ding a couple things, they're going to bump a couple things, and things are going to happen when you're unpacking stuff. I thought it was a concrete quality issue, and I think it was, and I think it was too soft, and I just kept having to discount things because of that sort of thing happening. And we let it go, and I mean, Glenn for literally, 5 years, 6 years? Yeah. It was a bit.
Yeah, it was.
He'd come to me, and I was going to talk about this today if you didn't. I think one of the most impressive things that you guys have done as a company is that I like that it bothered you, and I like that you fixed it. And that's not an issue anymore. It's not soft. It's a very, very good product, and we sell a lot of it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's tough being fired by a customer. Not an easy day for us here at Campania, but we got him back. We're really proud of that. I think that's a tribute to the team here. You talk about team, I'm the same way. I've been doing business with Peter for 20 years, and best friend, business partner, and it makes it so much easier. And also the people here, the team here is just amazing, and they care. I mean, you see them today. When you walk around my shop, you see it, right? These guys are out of this world.
You know what impressed me today, and I do. You're a lot like me when I walk through the yard. I try to say hey to every employee, no matter what. But you had 30 or 40 guys and women working in there, and you knew every one of their names. You said something to them. You knew whether or not they just had a kid. And that's impressive, especially when you have as many employees as you guys have. Yeah, and the hard work that they do.
We have a big family, and they work hard. They work so hard for us, and they are great people, and they really, really enjoy what they do. I can't say that enough. Last but not least, let's talk a little bit about your tribe.
I'm super fortunate because I have had employees with me for 15, 16, 20 years now. We're a family. We're super tight. We do things together. We make those sort of things happen. So, since all my kids went to college, they always say kind of, hey, what's for lunch? And I pack them a lunch because that's what I do. I need a kid to take care of, so that's what I do.
Very good. On my leadership team, we have just an amazing team. And then the people themselves are great. And most of the people here have been working for us for easily 15 plus years. And that just makes life easier. They know all my bad, all the bad, they know all the good.
Sure.
And it's great. So to wrap this up, we have a few questions. So here's the Campania, chat with Campania, cocktail with Campania questions. Here we go.
Go.
So, and now 3 questions. Come home late at night, didn't shop, what's your go-to meal?
Do I have some cold cuts in the
Sure,
fridge?
cold cuts?
Man, yeah, it's ham sandwich, sure.
Ham sandwich, all right. Ham sandwich, solid choice. The ham sandwich, and the drink of choice?
Drink of choice. What the ham sandwich going with the beer?
The beer, all
Yeah.
right. All right. Email, text, or call?
Text.
Text. Always texting?
Not always texting. Is it a business call or is it people?
Both.
I mean, if it's my kids, yeah, I prefer a conversation.
Yeah.
If it's you, I'd rather talk to you than text with you. But in most cases, text me if you're bothering me.
All right.
That sort of thing.
Last question. We just talked about family and tribe.
Okay.
Shortest time on the job of anyone you ever hired before they quit?
3 hours?
3 hours.
Yeah. I hired a kid once. And
Male,
he went to lunch. It was a guy. He was a kid. He was a high school kid. And never came back from lunch, day one. And never saw him again. Never picked up his check.
Never picked up his check.
No.
Free
I think it's still sitting there somewhere.
Steve, thank you so much for coming out to Campania today and this week. This is great.
Always great to be here. You guys are absolutely top notch.
And I cannot say enough how excited I am to do this with you.
All right.